It's time. 32 votes now bring us to 2 finalists for Top Play of the Year. We will crown a champion and award 1 million VC, along with some amazing prizes. Bring on the final vote. The winner of seasons 1 through 3 was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build.
Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. The Kings taking on the Knicks for the Sacramento Kings. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Malik Monk, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, smooth out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, you should lean into it. And it's always nice to get an easy look inside for your first points of the game.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Kings. It's a three-point game. Corner shot. The Knicks pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end. They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting ahead of the shooter's face.
0.
Dean passes to Sabonis. On the wing, Monk. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. 5 on the clock. LaVine kicks to Monk. Three-pointer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Knicks are off to a quick start here. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot that makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And he makes that one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
On the wing, LaVine, defended by Bridges. LaVine passes to Sabonis, and the rejection by Towns.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
LaVine inside the three-point line. No good off the back of the rim.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Smooth. He's got 6. Pass to Hart. And he banks in the lane.
Defensively, giving up far too many.
12-2.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Kings. Timeout trailing by 10. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like when the players...
And here is another big cheer for your Knicks City King.
I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Anunoby kicks to Harden.
Substitution
For the
on the
Kings,
court.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Keegan Murray. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Malik Monk. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
Sacramento
And
ball.
now a look at Domantas Sabonis. Great showing for him last season. And a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Smooth out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the one. And that one, good.
Making the
Knicks lead 38-17.
It's a challenging shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Towns. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, the chemistry
Knicks
has
lead
been terrific. Really impressed
40-17.
with their offensive execution.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Another miss by DeRozan.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Right now, I send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Smooth in the last game against the Clippers was phenomenal.
Now
He
into the
scored
lineup for
24
your
points
New
and
York
he got
Knicks.
lots of great looks,
Chris
shooting
Boucher.
at a high clip. And this team is on a hot streak. His play is a big reason why.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thank you, David. You're right.
Number
There's a big
43.
man wrecking through in that one.
Knicks lead
Going to let them lose that game.
42-17.
We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because they should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And we've
Team
just seen them
substitution.
make mistakes on
Malik
back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Monk's checked in for Sacramento. Smooth. That's good.
Number 43.
They just look a bit
Knicks lead
overmatched, especially inside.
44-17.
Sacramento's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. They get the rebound. Monk for 3. He can't get that one to fall. New York's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Smooth. Rebound collected by Levine.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here's Brunson. 11 points last game. Smooth misses. To the inside. Achua. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Number 43.
Not hard to see why
Knicks
they're
lead
giving up points on this score. Just too many
46-17.
good looks from in close.
Now a timeout called
The
by
Kings with
Sacramento.
the
Beaten by
timeout.
the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent. It cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage of
Substitution on the court.
big hill to climb.
So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Smooth. And James Harden is subbed in for Miles McBride. Valanciunas passes to Mamu Kalashvili. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Brunson up top. With 4 seconds on the clock, And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call.
I love how he absorbed
Second
the
personal
foul
foul.
and still had a
Third
chance
team
to
foul.
knock that one down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brunson. And through the first half,
That's
a
the
pretty
end of the first
lopsided affair.
half with the score.
Knicks out front
The Knicks.
as they finish the
48.
quarter, surging on
The
a
Kings.
12-0 run.
17.
They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the
Zach
offense.
LaVine.
On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Elite bunk out there with LaVine, and it's Sabonis in at the center. And three-pointer goal in the shot from Smooth. Smooth's got 15.
You know, great feed there.
Knicks lead, 51-19.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. This is DeMont. And that's collected by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention: carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit.
Knicks
I'll be
foul.
honest.
And there's the call on
Anthony
Anthony
Towns.
Towns.
First
That's his
personal
first
foul.
foul.
Jalen Brunson from number
For Sacramento,
43.
they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's DeRozan down low. Sabonis. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Towns.
And you got to cut off these lanes if you're the
Knicks
lead.
lead,
When Towns spots one, he's
55-19.
coming through full force.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there.
Charging foul called on
Kevin?
Mikal
And
Bridges.
that double-double
First
streak was
personal
a
foul.
blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Substitution
And
on
the
the
Knicks
court.
making a change here. McBride's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Achua comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Zach LaVine. Monk kicks to Carter. Back to Monk. 6 to shoot. for McBride. Here's Sabonis and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense.
And the shot goes in. McBride's got his first bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen the possession take that from them today? 19 with the basket coming off a pretty pass.
Out to Carter. And the drive. Bangs home the trifecta.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
And it's good. 2 points. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Passes it to Sabonis. Kicks it to Monk. Murray outside. And he gets it back.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
1:12 left in the third quarter. He takes it in. That shot is good. He has made 8 missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Knocked loose. And there's the pass to Achua. Again, Sacramento.
I like the pass by Murray, wanting to set up his teammates whenever he can.
New York's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Smooth. Tries it from 9. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row.
26.
Bridges against Carter. Pass to Achua. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. 14 feet away. Goes back up. And Hart with the nice bucket inside. Hart's got 6.
Lead, 65. 26.
Moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final
End of the third quarter with the score.
situation.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Knicks out front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Chris Boucher. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Harden in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
68.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Wesley the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Block at 6. Over Robinson. Misses off the left iron.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the dunk by Boucher.
Offensively,
Knicks lead,
defensively, they are in
70-26.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Harden. Boucher kicks to Harden. it. Harden's got his first 2 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels.
72,
Time the ball
26.
Pass to West. It's Crawford on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crawford's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now the pass to Boucher. Here's Beauchamp. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it.
45.
At times, just stretches of excellent
Thanks for
defense.
coming out to support your team. Make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you at the
And that about
next
wraps it up.
sporting event.
And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our
$1 million VC is on the line. It's voting time. Is it a new favorite or maybe a play you've boosted through every vote? All year long, your submissions have been outstanding. We look forward to announcing the winner during the 2K TV Awards. Congrats, and thank you to everyone who participated. It's been a pleasure to announce. We'll see you next time.
If you're enjoying the NBA playoffs and want to recreate the action yourself,
Happy Monday, and thanks for... Now, New York starting 5. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Smooth in at small forward. And for the Trailblazers, Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamari in at the 4. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Focus on the finish. It could have been a 3-point opportunity.
New York shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard. It really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy. Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
That's to Smooth. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Now here's Avdia. And in the game with Denver, he did not play well. Uses the glass on the layup.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Sharp. 27 points his last game. Simons against Brunson. And it's Simons missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Simons passes to Ayton. And some solid defense from Towns. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Brunson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the Trailblazers call time here. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Now here's Sharp. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Avdia. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
Portland
foul.
shooting their first foul shots of the night. And he knocks down the first.
Substitution on the
Guys,
court.
what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And Smooth in at the 3.
Lots of part of Sharp's game that he takes very serious.
Knicks leading by 7. Brunson passes to Smooth. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here's Henderson. 7 points in the game. Pass to Kamari. 6 on the shot clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. 3-pointer shot. Offensive board. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Brunson against Henderson. Over Brunson. Here's Cousins. Second chance shot. Hart pulls it in. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Blazers trail by 9. Sharp passes to Ayton. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And down it goes. Jammed that one home.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Kings played some superb basketball. He tallied 21 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. He and his teammates were just so in sync. If they can keep that up, this could be a big season for them. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Portland trailing here. Outside Sharp. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hard with the defensive effort. For New York, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. The shot's good. Smooth has got 8.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
Timeout call.
With the
Portland.
timeout.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that
We're on the lookout
everyone
for
basically
all
wants
this,
people
man.
who
Who'd
work
like a
hard
free
and
t-shirt
get in
tonight?
shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And here are the Trailblazers now. After the basket by New York on the other end. Robinson with the block. Bridges passes to Harden. He connects.
James
And now
Harden.
he's 4 for 6 in today's
Assisted
game.
by
And another
Mikal
great
Bridges.
assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Williams. Simons with it. Now here's Sharp. And Anunoby pulls it down.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
Now here's Harden. He's covered by Simons. Nice shot by Harden.
James Harden.
Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to challenge. It would be hard to argue against the call.
Nick
Yeah, and that's
substitution.
maybe something
Chris
that should be
Boucher.
called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Boucher's checked in for Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. Back to McBride. Boucher outside. It's not going to go for him. Blazers trail by 15. Off the outside. Pass to Simons. Can they get it? The kick out to Williams. Now Simons. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Boucher. 1 second left. That one is off. And so it's New York up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, your Trailblazers Youth Dance Team.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamari in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Avdia. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block.
Mikal
And his
Bridges.
reach also helps
Assist
him out
from
there. Well, when you
number
move the ball,
43.
you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. 19-point game. And that one drops. Simons got 10.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Lays it in off the grid.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Now a timeout called by New York.
It may be a player's league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation, and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Now here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Avdia. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. And he lays it up and in. Hart's got his 2nd basket.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Pass to Avdia. Simons against Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Simons missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Hart passes to Smooth. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Hart going inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ayton passes to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sharp, no good.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them.
So for the Blazers, Klingin, he's checked in for DeAndre. We know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Smooth in at the 3 spot. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Smooth. Driving to the basket. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Henderson. Shoots over Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
43.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Simons. Some solid defense from Brunson. New York has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Bridges outside. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Pass to Smooth. Back to Brunson.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Shoots over Ayton. And it's New York scoring again.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Simons. Here's Avdia. They can't stop the run with that one. And for the Knicks, their shooting has been on another level, 68% for the game. Brunson passes to Smooth. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Assisted by
Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Smooth.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Well, Stan, the minimum games threshold for postseason awards, it seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Here's Boucher. Portland making their last shot. Robinson passes to Smooth. Basket's good.
43. Assist
leaving
from
nothing to
Mitchell
chance.
Robinson.
This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So it's Portland now, after the basket by New York. Here's Sharp. And that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2.
Personal foul.
And
Second
Sharp has
team
no
foul.
off switch. He's consistent
At
at
the line for
attacking
your
defenses
Trailblazers.
and drawing whistles.
Sharp. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Outside McBride. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this one.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sport.